The Checkpoints is presented by GM Pharma, the first international and multinational pharmaceutical corporation in Georgia.
On the other hand, in order to gain huge economic benefits and position itself on the world market, film tourism in Georgia is becoming increasingly popular, in demand and relevant. There was a Georgian-Ukrainian project, Indian serials were also shot, but the premiere of Fast and Furious 9 still raised special expectations because next to Tokyo, London, next to Cologne, Georgia is also represented in the film with dignity. The premiere was about 3 months ago, and we wonder what the results were of participating in a blockbuster German film that is actually watched by everyone all over the world. Mariam Adamir reports.
I volunteer as tribute.
Uniting cinema and tourism can become a guarantee of success for the country. This is evidenced by many examples, including the filming and premiere of The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, which resulted in the creation of tourist routes in New Zealand, where the Hobbiton was visited by an average of 300 tourists a day. Revenues from tourism in the country increased from $6 to $9 billion. Even more, large-scale and impressive numbers can be demonstrated if we recall the Game of Thrones, which increased the inflow of tourists in Croatia by 150%.
There's no need for a battle.
Encouraged by successful examples, countries have gradually started cooperating with the film industry to produce tourism films.
James Bond.
Georgia also tested its fate in this regard. Universal Studios showed interest in our country and shot several scenes of the Fast and Furious 9 movie in various cities as well as in the capital of Georgia. Seeing Georgia next to Tokyo, London, and Cologne is a wonderful sight. Along with beautiful visuals, there was also an economic effect. However, what impact the film had on the interest of tourists, what we expected, or what results we got wasn't really assessed by anyone. We asked the program manager of Film in Georgia some questions.
After Fast and Furious 9 was shot in Georgia, it became really easier for us to present ourselves properly in international market, and now they are okay, all of the top productions, to come and negotiate with that, and they have like proof that we really did it in a proper way. So the Georgia is now on the map of the international film market. It's been several months that everything started to move on, and the government of Georgia renewed and redesigned Film in Georgia cash rebate program, which is now shaped in very attractive terms and cures, and now our production and post-production companies are really active, and they have negotiations with international production companies.
At this time, more than 100 million of the world's population have seen Fast and Furious 9, which means that at least as many people should have received information about the existence of Georgia. We cannot attribute the merits of the film views to Georgian scenes, but Fast and Furious is a pandemic record holder. It showed the best results in terms of views and income. According to Keti Bochorishvili, the former Deputy Minister of Economy, more results will be seen after the end of the pandemic, because the interest and awareness has increased even more after the release of the film, especially in the United States.
Actually, Fast and Furious 9 was among the top films who had the record number of the people watching this movie, and as well as the revenues. Unfortunately, still we don't see the direct impact from this film because of the COVID regulations and worldwide the decrease of the tourist numbers. But I'm sure there is a lot of curiosity, a lot of interest in specific groups where it was harder to reach them, especially Western European countries, especially United States. So I'm sure this film has increased the interest among foreigners, and as soon as pandemic is over and the traveling regulations are easier in the world, we will see bigger numbers of tourists coming to Georgia.
More than 1,000 people were employed and 40 million lari was spent on the filming of Fast and Furious 9 in Georgia, which was redistributed to salaries, accommodation, food, logistics, props, and etc. It had a diverse economic impact. In addition, nearly 1,000 people were trained who have gained extensive experience working on such a film. As for the tourism part, after the premiere of the film, the pandemic has unfortunately temporarily paused the long-awaited tourism boom. What will be the next step? We will ask this step by step, along with providing you with the updated statistics.
The Checkpoints is presented by GM Pharma, the first international and multinational pharmaceutical corporation in Georgia.